Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going over my step-by-step guide on how to register a DBA in Georgia 2 different ways. So the first way we'll look at together is getting the DBA on your own. But don't worry, we'll go through each step together and explain everything you need to know as we go. The second way leaves all the legwork to a professional company, like LegalZoom. Now, if you've never heard of them before, LegalZoom is an all-in-one online platform that has helped millions of business owners, just like you, form their own LLCs, corporations, and DBAs over their past 20-plus years in business. And they have a team of support professionals on standby to guide you every step of the way. So if you want to learn more about DBAs and how to set one up in the state of Georgia, then welcome, you're in the right place. And before we move on, if you decide that you want to check out LegalZoom for yourself, you'll find an affiliate link down in the description that will give you a bit of a discount you won't find directly on their website. So, that being said, what is a DBA? A DBA stands for doing business as. Sometimes it's called a trade name or a fictitious business name. It allows a business to operate under a name that is different from its legal name or the name of its owners. Say my friend Jane Doe wants to start a floral shop called Jane's Blooms instead of using her personal name. That means she could register a DBA so that the business could legally have that name. So it would be Jane Doe doing business as Jane's Blooms. But DBAs have another purpose too. They let businesses operate under a name that helps their customers better understand what's being offered by the business. Now, this doesn't just work in the case of using a name different from your own. Let's pretend Jane starts an LLC as Jane's Blooms. Well, in that case, she wouldn't need to get a DBA as long as she operates her business as Jane's Blooms LLC. But maybe after a while, Jane decides to add a gift shop to her store. She could still keep the business name she is currently using and just offer new products, or she could take on and brand a new name. Now, instead of starting a second LLC, she could take advantage of a DBA to reflect her new venture, while still being able to use her existing business structure. Now, DBAs are solely used for naming purposes. They don't give their owners any legal protection, and a DBA isn't a business entity. If you need help with starting your own business entity, we offer a ton of videos to help you with just that, so be sure to check those out as well. The first step to register your DBA in Georgia is to make sure the business name you want is available. You can do this by searching county trade name records from the Clerk of the Superior Court. A trip to the Federal Trademark and Patent Office wouldn't hurt either, or a Google search would work too. Now, Georgia does have a few restrictions when it comes to picking out a name. For example, the name shouldn't claim to be a business structure it isn't. Use words that would imply the business is used for illegal purposes, words that are considered vulgar, and words that are often used in banking, insurance, or educational settings. Although the last 3 can be used as long as permission is received from the appropriate State Department. Once you have your business name picked out, you need to get ready to fill out your registration paperwork. Now, applications are processed by the Clerk of the Superior Court in the county where you'll be doing business. But DBAs are overseen as a whole by the state. So the application process looks very similar between each county. To see exactly what you need to do in your situation, I recommend getting a hold of your county office. Some of the questions you'll see on the application include the DBA or trade name you've chosen, the name of the owner requesting the DBA and their address, and a brief description of the nature of your business. The state also requires the application be notarized before submitting it. You'll also need to publish a copy of your trade name registration in your local newspaper at least once a week for 2 consecutive weeks. And the notice must be published in the newspaper the sheriff's office uses for legal advertisements. The fee for the publication varies by publisher, but it's important to keep a copy of the publisher's affidavit as proof of publication. DBAs in Georgia run between $150 and $200 depending on your county, and these figures don't include the notary cost or the publication fees. But on the plus side, they don't need to be renewed, so the whole process, although pretty lengthy, is a one-and-done deal. Now, if doing all of this on your own sounds like a headache, there is another option. Personally, I have so much to do in a given day, professionally and personally, that I would much rather spend that time doing something else, which is why I chose a formation service like LegalZoom to go through this process for me. On a personal note, I see LegalZoom as one of the best business formation services out there, especially for beginners, because they take care of all the legwork for you. Don't get me wrong, there are other great services that I also tried, like Zen Business, Swift Filings, and Taylor Brands, so I'll go ahead and leave some review videos down in the description if you want to check them out too. Now, before we get further along, let me tell you more about LegalZoom. Their company began with a mission to make legal help accessible to everyone. Starting their business with 10 online services ranging from estate planning to business formation, they now offer personalized legal advice and simple income and expense tracking. They bring to the table a one-stop shop for business owners to start their own LLCs, corporations, nonprofits, DBAs, and you don't have to be a business owner to benefit from their services. They can even help with personal services like estate planning, deed transfers, and power of attorneys. So that being said, let's go through the process of registering a DBA with LegalZoom. The whole application is only a few steps and takes about 5 minutes from start to finish. The first step is to select the state and county you're registering in and what business entity you follow, like sole proprietorship, LLC, C Corp. You get the picture. On the next page, you'll enter the business name you've picked out. Then you'll go through the drop-down menu of different industries. Choose what best sounds like your business. If really none of them fit, there is an other option where you can type in your own. On the next screen, LegalZoom will offer to get an EIN or employer identification number for you and take care of getting any business licenses and permits you might need. Depending on your business structure and what you do in your business, that may be a good idea, so it's definitely worth considering. But of course, there's no obligation to take those services. From there, you'll see 2 plans LegalZoom offers to get the job of filing your DBA done. There is their standard plan that gets your DBA filed, so it does the trick. Then there is a premium option that also includes unlimited 30-minute consultations from a business attorney that you get to choose from their platform that specializes in business law, and a 10% discount on any additional LegalZoom products. Once you pick your plan, you'll get 2 offers for business checking accounts, one from Novo and the other from Bank of America. There's no obligation to take those offers, but they are there if you want to check them out. Finally, in the last step, you'll go through checkout, and the application will make its way for processing. How long processing takes will depend on how quickly your state makes their way through all the applications. One county court page I seen from Georgia estimated around 4 weeks. But you see, at the heart of it, the process doesn't have to be lengthy. It can be quick and efficient, leaving you more time to take care of the other 100 things on your list. So, just as a recap, here today we went over both ways to register a DBA in Georgia. The DIY route, where you take care of it all yourself, or have LegalZoom do everything for you. At the end of the day, LegalZoom is a great option for registering your DBA. The process is fast and user-friendly, and they can help you with just about every aspect of your business, like setting up an LLC, corporation, or nonprofit too. And they can work with you after forming your business, so you can be sure your company is meeting all its requirements. They truly offer a valuable one-stop shopping experience that offers you more support and guidance in starting your business than you would doing it on your own. And as a small business owner, that support is priceless. And that's going to be it for today. I really hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, hit the like button and subscribe for more. And like I mentioned before, if you want to try LegalZoom out, Check out the link in the description to get that discount you wouldn't be able to get if you went straight to their website. Also, I love hearing from you guys. What are your thoughts on LegalZoom? Or do you have a question I didn't cover in the video? If you do, please drop it in the comments below and I'll do my best to try and answer them as quickly as I can. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.